So we're here with Krista Hunter of the Wesley First Nation. Krista, thanks for coming. Probably just gonna ask you to tell us maybe a little bit about growing up, where you grew up. You didn't grow up at Morley.
I grew up in Bighorn, which is another satellite reserve of our community, Nakoda and Stoney. Bighorn is north of here, and it's a small little community. I grew up there being raised by my grandmother. My grandmother's half Cree, my grandfather is full Nakoda. Grew up in an environment of traditional and culture. The community I came from there back then, our ancestors left a lot of knowledge and skills for us, and most of the time it was traditional protocols, ceremonies, community respect, community oneness. So that's where I grew up from, and then I came. My mom moved us out here in 1979, so I've been here since then. Have my own family here now.
How many kids do you have?
I have 6 kids and 2 grandkids, a grandson and a grandboy. A grandson and a granddaughter.
So you're very in touch with the younger people and the youth of the community as well, I imagine, with grandkids.
I have to, I learned a lot from my kids, especially in today's environment, with the new technology, trying to understand your child, trying to understand what's going through them. So yes, I think I kind of,
Absolutely.
Yeah, trying to communicate at least.
So you're coming on board with Nakoda Journey and the project that here at Nakoda Lodge. Tell us about what you think. Is it something that you think it has a place? You think the timing is right? It's needed. The nation is. You think it has something to offer?
Well, when I first heard about Nakoda Journey, I was very excited, and I do support it, strongly support it, and I wanted to succeed. I wanted to start helping people, helping ourselves, and I do think it is a need at this time, as our people have struggled with a lot of dysfunctions, that maybe it's time to start healing. Maybe it's time to come in and say, I want to be sober, I want to be healthy, I want to be educated, I want to make my own life.
Take control of it.
Yeah. So I do think, yes, it is a need at this moment.
And the part about it, I think, that we talked about that I think excited you, as excites all of us, is the approach. It's about the whole person.
It is, especially the medicine wheel, as our people at one time really lived the medicine wheel concept. It was about spiritually being well, emotionally, mentally, physically, and developing that human being. But over the years, because of colonization, residential school, being institutionalized, being able to not heal, because there's a lot of death that has happened in the community. And the way I see it, there's grief after grief, which as people are not able to heal.
To absorb, yeah.
Rather we oppress it, and it gets to the point that we can't function anymore as individuals or families. Our family breaks down, our community starts to break down, and I see that it's starting to happen now as our population increases.
It continues.
Yeah. As it increases, if we don't start taking the initiative to start healing, it's going to get to the point that I see that it's going to create a place of being in a ghetto. community.
And it becomes just a continuous cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to break the cycle and create some hope and a sense of place.
And prescription, one of the concepts about Nakoda journey is about, like I mentioned, using the medicine wheel concept. But it's not just the medicine wheel that we're looking at. We're looking at the traditional stuff. We're looking at coming in, using both worlds, because as First Nation people, that's where we are anyways. We're in our world and we're in modern world.
And bringing the two together is a big challenge.
Yeah, that's where we have to kind of connect with it.
Yeah.
And then
without losing the traditional sense of place.
Yeah, without losing that. And then I know in this community we've had a lot of death due to prescription drug usage. And it's getting to the point where, especially our young women, it's highly impacting them. And then if you see the women in communities start to break down, your community concept still starts to break down as well too. And then I know with the prescription usage, it's very highly addictive, very controlling, very damaging. Not only does it damage an individual, but the whole family unity, and which affects the community, and especially our children. And I know I have a family member that's very highly addicted to it. And when he's not on these prescriptions, it's that person that I gonna learn to love as a young person. He's told and missing that individual. There's so many times I wanted to change him. I thought I was gonna, if I could say, no, you can't do that. But one time he said, no, you can't. It has really controlled me, and I'm afraid to stop it. I don't know what's gonna happen to me. And it's very easy access though, very easy access for our community people. So with Nakoda Journey, I see that this might be an opportunity for individuals, for us people to say, okay, there's a place at least here that I can come to and heal when I make that choice to heal.
And get the support all the way through.
And then with Nakoda Journey, I know it's not here to force people. I know it's got an open door to say for individuals out there, if you want to take on the initiative of being well overall, then you're welcome. And that's what I really support. It's not like other places where you're isolated, you're institutionalized. This is more a place where you're going to come in and being given the proper support with the Western concept, with the traditional concept, with education, with training, actually rebuilding an individual. That's what
excellent. No, for sure.
Yeah.
That is exactly what the concept is, and well said. Because I think all of us that are involved recognize the need to treat the whole person, to help the person rediscover their spirit.
Yeah.
Is there anything that if you wanted to say something to maybe the women of the nation or the people of the nation in Stoney, in the language, please feel free.
Okay. With that, before I mention that, I also want to mention that I know with Nakoda Journey, it's not here to judge people.
Yeah.
And a lot of us people make mistakes, but I think our people have gone to the point where being judged has always been the oppression point of depression. And I know with Nakoda Journey, it's not here to say you have to do, but it's here to say I'm here to support you. So I just wanted to close it with that.
No, absolutely.
But in my language, being a woman, I've been through a lot as a woman, as a mom now, I'm just learning how to be a grandmother, hopefully to be a healthy grandmother, but I have to do a lot of my own initiatives as well too, but uyambi uyamine then yo tab then you come in and hash gisningi chak dis kabishtanata it's in the dang ne kumihna wadi ichapcha ahogi chipapcha muhabitita jidan don't come na case down in the habitita. So with that, what I meant is, as women in this community, we have to start healing. We have to start feeling better about ourselves so that we can create relations and build better futures for our children. So that's what I just wanted to share out there.
Perfect. No, well, thank you so much. And I will definitely will do this again as the journey continues, because it is a journey.
Yes.
And we're going to grow together. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.